Hello, farmers, and welcome back to Western Australia, where all the contracts have been completed, getting us up to $488,000 in the bank account. And when I mean all the contracts have been completed, yeah, there are no contracts currently even available to do. As for waiting for field number 4, is it? Or field number 3? Nothing's come up. That is still plowed, and nothing has been done with that. But while I was planting the corn over here and going back and forth, I think I changed my mind. I have seen field number 6, which has barley into it. And looking at the farmland price, $4.39, and it's a little bit below the base price. We're getting like a 1.2% percentage price off. And it's 7.21 hectares. If I were to go up to this field here, it's a smaller field, 6.44. Currently, that price is 15% over the base price at $4.93. So, with barley already into it, and a little bit of a discount, we now own another field. Pretty plain and simple there. That way, you don't have to borrow equipment to plant, so on and so forth. But what we need to do, though, is we need to get to that field and take care of it. Soil sampling and everything else. I do need to switch over to narrow tires on the 6230 because the crop is pretty well established in that field, and I don't want to be destroying our crop. Let me drop off the fertilizer / lime spreader. We'll be using that. Customize. Narrow tires should be free because that's what we bought the tractor with. So I just need to find them. So $0. Let's go ahead and customize. Alright, back into the 6230, fire up the engine. Let's go ahead and grab the spreader. How much fertilizer do I have in there? Don't know if that's going to be enough or what condition the field's in. I need to move the Massey Ferguson so I can grab the soil sampler. And that's the first thing we got to do. So we'll grab some soil sampling and then spread some fertilizer in the field if it needs it. Lime if it needs it. I'm sure it'll need both. So let's go ahead and turn that off. As for crop rotation in the field, I have no idea because I can't see the stats until we buy the field and what crops were in there. Let's sneak into here. Now, it's not ideal that the field is down there. I was trying to, keep all the fields somewhat close to the farm, and we will in the future, but we definitely needed to spend the money, I guess, because hanging on to that $500,000 until the cotton field gets changed up with something, or the field number 3 that has nothing in it gets changed up with something, waiting on it, yeah, probably really not worth it. I thought about just going to the month of November and seeing what the price of the field that we just bought was going to do. I mean, the price could have been better next month, or it could have been worse. So since it was, we're getting a little bit of a discount, I was like, let's go ahead and get the field now. Because next month it could be like 15% over, or as we saw, keeping track of the other field, up to like 20, 25% over. So buy it now. Yes, we may be a little bit low on the cash. We got $48,000, but now that I own more land, I'll check on it when I get down here. I should now be able to take out another loan if I wanted to. I think. We'll check on that in just a moment. So, I mean, I hope I can because, one, I don't have a harvester, and this barley should be ready for harvest. Not next month, but December and January is the harvest time for barley in Australia. So, hopefully by then, I can take out a loan if I need to lease a harvester and a header. We got ourselves a trailer already. We're just going to sell the grain straight up. I have no place to store it. I mean, I could just drop it on the ground, but I really don't have a place to even drop it on the ground. So, and also in 2 months' time, in December as well, the grass field's going to be ready to be cut. So I got to lease mowers and a baler. So I'm hoping in December, the crop is ready to be harvested and the grass field's ready, so I can lease a baler and I can bale up the straw and then bale up the grass and make silage as well. Just double check. Yep, narrow tires are on this, which is good. Let's go ahead and unfold the soil sampler. So as we walk into the field, can I see it was sugar beet, then follow. So crop rotation says it's perfect at 115%. Well, that's great. That's great. So crop rotation couldn't be better than what it is. All right. So we lucked out there. All right. Let's bring up the mini map. Ooh, I got the big soil sampler, just to be sure I'm not damaging crops, which I should not be with narrow tires on. Well, let's go in here and grab our samples. How far can I go? Nope, that's too far. All right, lower that down and sample. Didn't quite get the other corner of the field, so we'll have to drive over. And that should do it. Basically just driving, looking at the map, not even looking at the tractor. So, yeah, it may be like one of the smallest fields on the map, but it's Western Australia, so it's still a pretty decent-sized field. If you look at field number 1 and now field number 6, yeah, it's about maybe 2/3 the size, or maybe a little bit over half, somewhere around there. And I'm hoping that we can get somewhere, ooh, I don't know, maybe like $35,000 worth of barley off this field and sell it. It's going to be a terrible time to be selling the barley. But like I said, not much we can do about that. All right, I need to drop off the fertilizer spreader so I can send in the samples. Because key binding issues for the spreader and the sampler. Let me go ahead and fold that up before I start taking more samples by accident, because I've done that before. Alright, we'll pick that up, and now we're just waiting for the samples to get analyzed and to come on in and we can see what we're doing. I think I'm going to go ahead and also purchase, probably while I'm down here, the seed hut, so I can buy seed and seed, fertilizer, and lime in great quantities. So it looks like the field's been somewhat fertilized. It's not in bad shape. It's not perfect. So yeah, it may not need that much fertilizer. Let's go ahead and get into the field here. Am I at the widest working width? We are. Yeah, but before I get started on that, I do want to check on the banking. Can I take out a loan now? Okay, it still says max loan 0. Interesting. So even though I bought more land, it's saying I can't take out another loan. Oh, they want me to pay off the other loan before I can take out another one? Can I only have max of one loan? Or maybe I got to go through another month before the bank realizes that we own more property. I mean, that could be a thing. Don't know. Well, the bank says no, so not much I can do about it. Now let's get this field fertilized here. And luckily it's not going to take too much. There, now you can kind of get a rough idea of the size of the field. It's pretty decent size for our small little farm. As for the future of this field, I'm not too sure. We'll have to check on the crop rotation and what may be best for us. But I really wanted to get some straw off this field because we're going to have some cows on the farm here in the near future. So yeah, that's going to help us out getting some solid manure. Basically, I wanted a barley field or something to get some straw. Did I miss a little bit of a soil sampling here? I may have. Right to our left-hand side there. Looks like I may have missed. Well, we're just going to bypass that for now. Looks like this section of the field might be over-fertilized. According to the chart in the upper left-hand corner, silty clay, too much. It's too much fertilizer in this part of the land. Well, the one thing I did not show you, though, is The overall yield expectancy in this field, I think, is like at 100%. So, like our field number 1, I think expected yield on that land is like at 115%. And that is pretty much by the soil type that we have. Now, it looks like I'm not going to go through hardly any fertilizer getting this going, but I'm pretty sure pH value sucks in this field. Because the NPC farmers never really seem to bother putting down lime. Although there was lime in the cornfield when I was doing that job. Well, it's really kind of depending on the bank allowing me to be able to borrow some more money. Because spending $450,000 on this property, I was expecting to borrow like $225,000, $250,000 if I needed it. Well, of course I need it, because we need a lot of stuff. But being able to back up on it to be able to lease some stuff would be nice. So, fingers crossed when we sleep through the night here very soon that the bank will realize that we own this property and then will allow us to borrow some more money. I mean, I do expect more contracts to come up. But, yeah, like I've said many times, I'm trying not to be so reliant on the contracts. Getting all those contracts done, though, earlier this month has allowed us to be able to buy another field, which is nice. But like most farms, the way I run them, yep, we start off with nothing, buy everything, and then work our way up. For the most part. So contracts are things I have to do in order to bring in the cash, because without farmland, I'm just not going to be able to bring in the money. Alright, almost done fertilizing our barley field. Let me just see how the pH value is. Yeah, pH value is bad. But if you look at the yield expectancy right where we are, 137% out of 125. So that's the one thing with precision farming and crop rotation compared to just like base game stuff. So base game, your expected yield can be 100%, 100% max is the best you can do. With precision farming, you can get up to, I think 125 is the max. And with crop rotation on top of that, I think the max I have seen is like 145%. And I think we did that on East Vineland. So it is possible to get an exceptionally really good yield. Kind of hard to tell, but I think I am done fertilizing the field. Because some areas are over-fertilized. But overall, I think we are looking as best as we can here. If I go to nitrogen levels, ignore the outer boundaries that we don't own. Yeah, but looking at that chart, it's kind of hard to tell. But I think we're good on the fertilizer. So I'm going to go back to the store here. And we're going to empty out the fertilizer and put some lime into this. We're going to put down the seed hut as well. So I can just purchase the lime and fertilizer and seed in bulk and not have to buy it by the bag or the pallets or however you may need to buy it. I know some people like to buy it that way and enjoy loading it up. But I prefer to buy it in bulk. I could actually put that anywhere, but I think I will put it down by the store. Let's see, where's the best place to put it? Maybe up against this building over here. I think that would be a safe place for it. Meaning it won't be in the way. Is it under tools? I always forget where it's under. Or is it under silos? No, it's not under silos. Is it under container? There it is, container. Spin around here. And actually, I'm going to put it right there. Thought about putting it on the side, but then I would have to like go over the railroad tracks to line things up. And that way, at least here, hopefully, can I unload that stuff there. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and grab some lime, please. Oh yeah, while I'm down here, I also need to buy some more fertilizer for the greenhouse and also the apple orchard. The greenhouse is getting really low because now that I'm running all products in that greenhouse, it's going through it quicker. Alright, so spreading the lime, it's going to be kind of hard to see where we got it on the ground, but if I leave the mini-map open on the bottom left-hand corner, since we are changing it by quite a bit, it's easier to see the difference, unlike the fertilizer was kind of hard to see the difference. And of course, also when we start harvesting this field, it will also help out our overall precision farming scoring, which has dropped, I'm sure, because we bought this field. Usually when you buy a new field with precision farming, you know, well, we did soil sample it, so that's going to help. But the pH level and the nitrogen level need to be taken care of. Direct drilling probably wasn't done. Weeding was not done, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm going to be making a few trips back and forth to the store to get some lime, but it's not going to be too bad. Hopefully I can make it to the end of this row here with the amount of lime I got left, but the way it's chewing through it, I don't think I'm going to make it. We can see a big color difference going on here. It'll take a few trips going back and forth, but it won't be long before we're done. Just about have this field all covered with lime. Hopefully this pass right here is wide enough. Yep. And will be good enough. If I got any lime left over, I'll probably actually bring it back up to the farm. And I'll throw it onto the grass field wherever. I do got fertilizer bags down here. But I'll keep them down here. I'll use it at some point. It's not like they won't get used. They should be able to stay there as well. See if I can get this little piece I missed over here. See if the sensors sense it. Looks like they can. Alright, so we should be pretty good to go in this field here. The nitrogen's a little bit off. Actually, it's off because it's over what it should be. So it's going to hurt our yield a little bit. But right here where we stand, yield potential is 89%, but we got it up to 101%. So that's pretty darn good. Another thing I'm going to do, though, is, like I said, I need to buy these because The greenhouse needs them. And I'm actually going to buy... I'll buy 4 pallets. It's more than what we need, but it's not like I'm not going to... yeah, I'll use them. But I'm going to come on down with the Massey Ferguson and our auto-loading trailer. Hopefully those will lift them up on. If not, maybe the store has a telehandler I could use and load them on that way and then get them back to the farm. And then we'll have to use the John Deere with a front loader to get them on in. So, I'm going to bring this back to the farm. Come on down with the Massey Ferguson, grab those. And I'll see you back at the farm. And we'll get that fertilizer into the greenhouse. With everything back to the farm, just getting the 6230 with the weight on the back. Got the wide tires and weights back on as well. Tried to sneak the front loader attacher on the John Deere. Got the pallet forks ready to roll. Well, the one thing I probably didn't do is take the straps off on the trailer. That would help out quite a bit. Luckily, these pallets did auto-load, but it only had room for 3 for auto-loading. But luckily the store is kind enough to put the 4th pallet on the front. Let me go in here and we'll unstrap these. I did bring down the spreader, as you may have saw as well. I got the lime spread as much as I could on this field, what we had left. And then I took the spreader on down to get the rest of the fertilizer I left down there, so nothing is down at the store. Let me grab this one right here. And if I remember correctly, I just got to bring it over to here and it'll take it. Is it here? Oh, no, wait. No. I apologize. I remember now saying, does it go there? Then coming over here, and I said, oh, I thought this was the water tanker. I had about 52 liters of fertilizer left in the greenhouse. Organic waste is starting to pile up a little bit in there. Oh, it took all that? How much does that actually hold? If I go to the greenhouse, it holds 4,000 liters, so I'll take almost the entire other pallet, and I can bring that over to the orchard. This should go for about a couple more months, I would assume. Again, I got everything in here going, and everything is being sold directly, except for the strawberries, which is going over to our production building, which we do have apple and strawberry juice starting to accumulate outside the spawn area. So I could go and sell that at some point if I need some cash right away. But once we get our production buildings here up and going with the fertilizer, I think we're all set to go through the rest of the month. Oh, it took the whole pallet. I was just looking at the tanker and I'm like, I don't hear it going because it had so very little, it absorbed it pretty quickly. But yeah, I need to get to the next month to see, one, what we got for contracts available to us. And 2, is the bank will allow me to borrow some money on the property that we bought this month. the wide tires and weights and the weight on the back of the John Deere. It's hauling this pallet, no problem. And does this one hold? Yeah, this one holds 4,000 as well. So I could actually bring over the other pallet and top off the orchard, but I think I'll hold on to it and actually keep it for the greenhouse. The greenhouse is going to go through it a lot quicker than the orchard will. Again, the orchard only does production in spring and summer. Fall and winter, it does not. So for now, this will go over in our storage area. And a very productive October for us. A lot of contracts. We bought land. We got the land all set, ready for harvest, which will be in another month and a half, aka December. Well, the earliest I can actually harvest is December. I don't know when they planted that barley, so it could actually be January. And it won't be the best time to sell the barley as well. Just remember, Australia, so the seasons are just the opposite. So the best time to sell that is going to be probably June/July. Let me just double check to make sure any contracts. No contracts. All right, let's go ahead and run into a tree. But we're going to go ahead and go to bed. Since no contracts and all the production buildings are doing what they can do. Nothing else for me to do except struggle to get into my little lovely wooden crate to go to bed. Yep, we'll wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. And my fields, I won't have anything to do with my fields. Like I said, the barley field will not be ready at the earliest next month. And our grass field is ready for harvest, but it's not the final harvest stage, so don't want to cut that until next month. Let's go ahead and look at no contracts whatsoever, apparently. Okay. That's not the best news I could have. Take out a loan. Well, guess what? I still cannot take out any loan. I mean, can I borrow like $1? No, it says 0. Well, yeah, that's gonna suck. I thought it was based off land value, but if that's the case, I mean, we upped our land value by buying that land over there. Yeah, I'm not sure why the bank is saying, no, you can't borrow any more money. And we brought in a lot of money since the first day we've been here, so that's kind of interesting. And also problematic a little bit. I was banking on the bank to be able to give me more of a loan. And also right now, with no contracts showing up, that's no good either. Currently no contracts. Well, okay, we got some juice I could sell, but probably not worth a whole lot. Strawberry juice, I only got $1,000 worth, and apple juice I got $5,000 worth. I mean, I guess I could sell that, but I mean, we're only talking $6,000, and it'd be kind of a shame. But I'm going to look at the used sales section anyways, but nothing here. The baler, I think that's the same baler that was there last month. If it was the one with the wrapper on it, I would definitely be looking at it, and nothing else there that we're looking for. Well, if anyone else does play with the enhanced loan system, do let me know what I need to do in order to be able to get another loan, because that would be very, very handy. I mean, even if I just if I need to put money towards the loan I got 20 grand. But man, 20 grand is not even going to cover the leasing cost to get the grass field done. I guess if no contracts come up this month and we get to the month of December, the first thing I should do is get myself lease the harvester and the header and get the field harvested for barley if it's ready for harvest, and then cash in the barley and then take the money I get from the barley in order to be able to cut the grass over here. But yeah, no contracts whatsoever. That's... Yeah, I really got nothing to do. Like I said, nothing to really sell either. Just apple juice and strawberry juice, and it isn't worth that much at all. Don't have money anywhere. Anywhere. Well, on that note, since I really can't be doing anything else, yeah, I don't know when I'll see you next. It could be December. If contracts come up, I may do them in November. Well, I shouldn't say may. Fertilizing and plowing contracts are about the only thing I will be doing. But more than likely, I'll probably see you in December, where hopefully we'll have a barley harvest going on. And then that money will fund the leasing of the mower, baler, and windrower for our grass field. Yeah, that's where I stand pretty much. I stand alone, basically, at this point. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video and you like what you saw, how about giving the video a thumbs up? That helps out the channel more than you know. And if you're thinking about doing so and you haven't done so yet, also hit that subscribe button as well. But that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.